Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to South Africa's post-match press conference following the third ODI against Pakistan here at the National Stadium in Karachi. May I please just ask everyone to use their hand to ask a question, and we'll start off with the in-house media before we move over to our media online from South Africa. So in the blue, firstly at the top table, we've got Proteas women captain, Wolvaardt. So can you please get us underway? Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Laura, this is Wolvaardt from Express News. How do you define this ODI series? First two matches you won easily, but third match was totally difficult and different. So how you analyze the both teams, especially I'm talking about the third match, and of course you were a winner of first 5 ODI matches, which was a part of ICC ranking. So you have that, I think, 10 points, and still you have the 10 points. But when you will go back home, so the tough team will be waiting for you over there. So how you experience of this tour of Pakistan? And last part of my question is that, how do you see the hospitality over here in Pakistan? Thank you very much.
So the first question, yes, I think the first two ODIs, we played very well in all three sort of aspects of the game. I think today we just struggled to put together any partnerships with the bat. And I think we were well short with the runs that we scored. I think we didn't have a good start, and we just struggled with momentum throughout the innings. And it seemed like the ball was coming onto the bat a bit nicer under the lights, so we ended up just being a lot of runs too short. Yeah, and I think the first two games we just applied ourselves with the bat a lot better, scoring 290 and then chasing the lower score in the second game. Sorry, and the second question about...
The last part of the question was regarding the New Zealand is coming to in your country, and there's definitely
yes.
a tough team.
Yes, they are a tough team, and it is for points like you mentioned. So the ODIs are definitely games that we're going to have to try and win. I think the conditions will be very different to what we've experienced over here. So I think we'll have to adapt again and get together as a team and see how the first couple of practice sessions go and see what we need to change. And then the last part about the hospitality, I think it's been wonderful being over here, and it's been a very historic tour for us getting to come over to Pakistan for the first time, and I think the girls have thoroughly enjoyed it, and everyone's been really friendly and welcoming.
Well, were you expecting this sort of challenge from Pakistan's side, especially in 20 overs game, that they are going to do 3-0 against you? I mean, were you expecting this? Were you prepared for this sort of challenge from Pakistan?
Yeah, well, they're a very talented group of cricketers. I think in T20 cricket, anything can happen, and they played really well. They really showed a lot of intent with the bat. They came out hard in the power play and whacked us around a bit. And then at the same time, I think they bowled in their conditions very well. They slowed it down when we were trying to come harder and harder at the ball in the T20 series. Yeah, I think they played a really good 3 games of cricket and were the deserved winners.
How would you describe your last couple of weeks in Pakistan? I mean, cricketing-wise and off the field as well.
It's been good. It's been busy. I think the ODIs were hard work. It was very warm in the innings, so I think in the hotel we've just been resting and recovering. But obviously, just trying to be 100% for the games and leaving tomorrow, but have thoroughly enjoyed our time over here.
Thank you so much. That's it from the media in-house. May I please just ask our online media to use their hand raise function, and we'll get underway with you. Keenan, thank you so much. Please go ahead, sir.
Thanks, Peter. Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Could you just talk about your, obviously your first series or first tour as a captain? Could you just talk about your learnings across the 2 series? Thanks.
Yeah, it's been a lot for me to learn and to take in. I think especially from a bowling point of view, I have to attend the bowling meetings now, and it's been a lot of information to take in up front. Just getting to know my bowlers, getting to know their plans, what fields they usually like to have. It's been a lot of information, so I think the T20s I felt a bit, frantic on the field a little bit, but I think it's definitely gotten better as the tour has gone on. I've sort of slowly gotten to know what works and what the bowlers want at certain times, so it's slowly getting better, and it was definitely a big learning curve for me.
Thank you so much, Keenan. Marnus, please go ahead, sir.
it is Marnus, Laura.
Hello.
Actually, it might be about something about Nadine. I thought she went on very well with bat and ball in all the matches. That must be actually nice for you guys, Laura.
Yeah, definitely. She's been incredible this series. I think she got a game in the 100 earlier and she whacked like the second fastest 50 ever. So she's been batting that way in the nets for quite a couple of months now at home. So I'm very excited that she's able to translate that into the game. Yeah, I think having a player like her that's able to bowl 10 overs of seam and then bat in the top 6 as well is incredible. And I think we're lucky to have players like her and Kapi to be able to play in the same lineup because it just gives us so many more options. And yeah, very happy for Nate that she was able to contribute all round.
Thank you, Marnus. Mr. Percy, please go ahead, sir.
Thank you so much. Good evening, Laura. Laura, can I ask you? I should probably allow you guys to celebrate or enjoy this victory over Pakistan. But and in your opinion, is the turnaround very short for the next series? And what type of challenge do you think the visitors from New Zealand will bring for you guys compared to what you guys faced in Pakistan?
No, I don't think that the turnaround is too short. I think we've had quite a long layoff from when we last played in the World Cup till now. So I'm definitely welcoming all the cricket that we're getting to play. Yeah, I think it'll be an entirely different challenge. I think conditions will be very different. We have a travel aspect in the tour as well. We'll be moving around South Africa quite a bit, whereas here we were just based at one venue. So I think it'll be a lot of adapting and adapting to different venues and different conditions than what we experienced here. So yeah, I think we're looking forward to 2 or 3 days at home, just refreshing, and then we'll have to sit down and analyse New Zealand and see how we go about it.
Thank you so much. Any other questions before we call it? Going once, going twice. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That brings us to the end of today's post-match presser. We will send a high-res. Okay, I see you've got one more question here. Kuliso, please go ahead, sir. We'll finish off with you.
Thanks, Lita. Laura, congratulations on the series win. Mine is not too different from Percy's, but I just wanted to maybe just look deep into your own captaincy when you were there. Obviously, you probably had a plan of how you were going to do things on tour. Are there new things that you could say maybe you've now recently added to your captaincy style that you think you will carry on or you'll continue with when you guys come back for the New Zealand tour?
Yeah, I think I've learned that I have to sometimes be a bit more adaptable depending on what the situation needs. I'm normally a very organized and planned out person, so I'd like to plan out my bowling changes before the time, but I've learned that you have to be able to adapt and change depending on the situation. So yeah, I'm lucky that I have a lot of senior players around me that are able to help me in those moments. But yeah, it's been a big learning curve for me. I haven't done too much captaincy in recent years, so just to start afresh has been a lot to take in. But I think it's gone all right. So.
If I could just squeeze one more, Lita.
Yeah, no worries. Go ahead, Kulisa.
On that question of being able to adapt, you obviously struggled in the T20s. You did very well in the ODIs. Are you now at a point or in a position to say whether or not this team going forward could be able to adapt to different conditions quickly, quicker than you did for the T20s when you guys went there? Not only when you come back to South Africa, also when you go to other countries to play in the near future.
Yeah, I think it's always going to be a challenge coming to a new country where you've never played before, where conditions are different to what you've experienced and what you've sort of been able to prepare with at home. I think there was a lot of slow spin that turned quite a lot, and they only played one seamer in most of the game, so it was a lot of spin that we have to face. And I think New Zealand might be similar, it might be different, it depends on what they have planned on the day. But I think things like adapting to conditions all come with experience and being able to play in these conditions and learn from failing and making mistakes and seeing what works and what doesn't. So I think as this group is able to play more together and to the top six is able to bat more together, I think we'll learn how to adapt to different places faster when we gain more experience in different conditions.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Khuliso. Thank you everyone for your patience and attending today. We'll see you when we head back to South Africa. Thank you so much.